give it up for the talent in the house. And thank you to Dustin on keys and Felton back there. Thank you so much. No matter who we get, it is a beautiful day. And thank you for making this day a beautiful day, right? Like, it's a little drizzly and yucky. It was thunderstorming at times, depending on where you are, but you all bring the sunshine. You really do. Wherever you are, we are feeling your energy in this space this morning. And as we move into a time of prayer together, I want to give a special thanks to our prayer chaplains, to Juanita, to Judy, to Michael and Marie, who are all around the space, holding sacred space for us. Know that you are being held in prayer every moment that you are in this room. So let's take this time to move into a moment of prayer together. We open our hearts to the idea that this is not just a quiet moment. This is a sacred moment. This is time to practice our hearts, our spirits, our minds, and our souls all being on one accord. Today we ask Spirit, as we ask ourselves, as Spirit resides in each and every one of us, to keep us open to new ideas, to remove any obstacles from any message that is supposed to reach us, whether that message comes through the talk, through music, through fellowship. We aim to remain open. We aim to leave this space different than the person that we were when we came in. We aim to take what we received and share that changed person with the people that we know and love, with our community. And those lessons may be hard, they may be easy, but regardless, we remain open, valuing this time together in prayer, valuing this time together in fellowship. And together, we say amen.
Thank you, Danielle. We dip into that source through prayer. We remember the truth of who we are, yes? And then we claim in the external world that God is the source of all that we experience today, yes? Up on your feet, Karen Drucker's song, God is my source, God is my power, and God gives us everything we need. In little D minor. We need a little rhythm here. Want to welcome those of you online. You can clap along with us. Now don't be shy. You guys are all waking up a little bit in here. Come on, let's be fully awake to the truth that we're about to sing about. Here we go. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything. Do you believe it? Sing it out. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. My source, love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, love gives me everything. Guess what? Love and God are to your left and your right. Turn to somebody and say, I love you and I'm glad you're here this morning. Your love into our space as well. Love being sent right back to each and every one of you. All right, folks, let's come on back. Here we go. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me Let's repeat that. God gives me everything. God gives me everything I Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's bring Danielle back up here. No? I'm supposed to, oh, that's my job. You know, we have, you may have noticed over the last couple of months that we have lots of different people on the platform. Lots of different things happening, and I guess it's my age. I guess I forget the changes that I put into my own order of service. But I was so excited because I get to welcome those of you who are here for the first time today. You are a gift to this community, and I want you to know that we behold you that way. We see you as the light of the world, and you have brought a light into this space, into this community that we cherish and that we value. We don't see anybody needing to be fixed because you're not broken. We're all waking up together, and we're all walking each other home. And isn't it wonderful to be a part of that? Whether you're here for the first time or the 100th time, you belong to us, and we belong to you. And in that exchange of energy, God happens. Anybody who's here for the first time, our welcome team members that are around the room, they would love to know where you are. So just put your hand up. You're going to stand up if you want to stand up. That's great. Welcome. Welcome to our home. Welcome to our family. Welcome to our community. If you enjoy what you experienced today, please tell everybody. If you don't, please tell us how we can make it a better experience for you. There's a number up on the screen right behind me. Those of you who are new, or if you are new in the last couple of weeks, you can text the word new to that number, and you'll get a little information about what we're all about here at Unity North. But once again, thanks for being here. Now, Danielle, we'll go back to the right order of service.
I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever. I got you. All right, it is time for announcements. Yes, see, that's what I love, right? Let's get excited about the things, not that we have to do here at Unity North, but the things that we get to do here at Unity North. All right, let's get that first announcement slide up, see what's happening today. So today we have the LGBTQ plus and Friends Ministry. They are meeting in the Creativity Room at 12:45. That's the Creativity Room. So if you are not LGBTQ plus, that is fine. If you are a friend of that community, come on down to that ministry. If you brought lunch, bring it. If you didn't, that's okay. Bring yourself, and we'll see you at 12:45. We also have, happening at 1 o'clock, the support group for widows and widowers. Thank you to Imani Davis. And that will be happening at 1 o'clock in the Peace Chapel. And that's what's happening today. And in our next announcement, we'll find out what's happening this week. So our fall prevention workshop that's being hosted here is happening in the Peace Chapel. There were a total of 4 Sundays. So we've got 4 meetings, excuse me. So we've got 3 left of those. Saturday, June 17th is the next one. We also have the Sacred Mandala happening on Saturday, June 17th, presented by the Spanish Ministry. So if you are interested in making mandalas and learning about making mandalas, you want to check that out on June 17th, an experience you won't forget. We have the Wholeness Ministry that meets on Sundays. Did y'all know that happens at 10:15 on Sundays? Okay, some nod, some, what are you talking about? Great, so next Sunday, get here at 10:15 instead of 11:15 and check it out. It happens downstairs in the Creativity Room before service, and you have energy practitioners that are working their transformational energy powers, you know what I mean, on body, on energy, on spirit. So if you haven't checked it out, you should try that one Sunday at 10:15. And in our next announcement, it is really a shift to hand the space back over to none other than Reverend Richard Burdick.
We're getting this together, aren't we? We've got a little dance going on. I love it. You know, many people who walk through the doors of Unity North have come here in search of a more meaningful spiritual life, to bring more meaning to their earthly existence. Some, when they come through the doors, they stay a while, and they begin to work with the principles that we teach here, and they begin to share a little bit about their spiritual path, and they realize that this is a place that feels safe. It's a place where they might be able to call home, a spiritual home. And they make the very important and the very sacred decision to become members and to commit their time, their energy, their spirits, their light, their energies to the powerful work that we do here at Unity North. Today, we're going to take a moment to welcome and bless these new members. In Unity, we make no claim that this is the only path to follow. We do not have a corner on the market of truth. No church does, and if they tell you they do, run as fast as you can. Instead, we pray and know that the living spirit of truth found within the teachings of Unity guides each of these people to a very personal relationship with the God of their own understanding, because their expression and experience of God is very different than mine, and somehow we all come together and create something beautiful. We pray that this step into membership, that each of these spiritual seekers is finding a safe and nurturing place to continue their ongoing personal spiritual mission. As they step into membership, they are becoming part of a team. You are their team. They are becoming part of a family. You are their family, a family that supports and uplifts, a team that dedicates itself to being available for the good of the whole as well as the good of each and every individual. So I'm going to read the names of those that are stepping into membership, and as you hear your names, please step forward and receive a membership certificate as well as a red rose. A rose is a symbol of the love by which this community welcomes you and embraces you. And we'll hold our applause to the end, but we're going to let you make noise at the end like you've never made noise before. So we welcome to our family, to our hearts and our community, Michael Ware, Brian and Andrea Andrew, we welcome to our hearts and our home and our community, Rita Yagoda, James Waldrop. I don't think James made it. He's here? There he is. Wow. I didn't think it would ever happen. I'm glad you're here, brother. Lynn Baker. Now, I'm going to look over here. Is Lynn here? John and Michelle Ortiz could not make it today, but we welcome them to our hearts as well. Deborah Snyder. And a family that has made such a huge impact in the short time they have been here. The Godwin family. Please welcome LaRon and Tanya Godwin and their family into our hearts, our community, and this moment. We welcome Colleen Trickett, who's also made a huge impact. She's been here a long time, but still making an impact. Whether you're here for the first time or the last time or the 100 years, you've made an impact, and I value you. And finally, Misty Russell. We welcome you as well. Is Misty here? There she is. Now, make a little noise for those that want to be part of your family. Soak it up. The applause is genuine. The applause is real. And the mindset behind this applause is recognizing the light that you are. And I hope you can take that as the precious gift that it is. The master teacher, Jesus, said, "Where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them." Today, in the midst of you, of all of you, is the Christ presence. A Christ light that is expressed as beauty, as power, as wisdom, as dedication and love that you share with this community today, and we don't take that lightly. By your attendance today and in the membership classes, the class that you have taken, you are speaking to this congregation, to this family, that you wish to be received into full and active membership. Is that true? A little reluctance, maybe. This commitment is not to be taken lightly, but it is to be recognized as a statement to the entire universe and to the entire cosmos and to this congregation of your willingness to accelerate your spiritual path, your spiritual growth. It is a commitment to work side by side with this congregation for the spiritual evolution of not only yourselves as individuals, but the spiritual family as a whole. We're all walking each other home. And so your commitment is to walk those who will need your presence and your light as they are present for you. So I have a few questions for you gathered here today. After each of my questions, please respond with "I do." Do you promise to support Unity North with your time, your energy, your talent, your light, your spirit, and your abundance? Do you promise to offer your friendship, your love, and your unique spiritual perspective and your desire to spiritually grow with this community? Do you promise to honor all the paths to God and to live the principles of unity through your thoughts, your words, and your actions? Do you promise to do whatever the minister says without question? Gavin's like, no, not going to happen. Finally, do you promise to recognize the one power, the one presence that expresses beautifully and uniquely as you and as the other members of this family as we join hands, hearts, and intentions to create a community that is a testimony to love in action? And so, please repeat after me as your pledge to the congregation. We, as students of truth, united in spirit and drawn into cooperation through invisible bonds of love and oneness, dedicate ourselves to this community and to the well-being of this congregation. And so I told them all they had one job at this point in the service, and that was to receive. Open up your hearts and your spirits as this congregation now stands. Put all the welcoming energy you have, put it into your hands, all the love, all the gratitude that you have, and we're going to sing a song, Namaste. Namaste is a sacred Sanskrit word that means the good in me sees the good in you. The light in me beholds the light in each and every one of these individuals. In this world today, we need more of this, and so you receive that. You'll get a chance to give it back. Namaste, namaste, my heart sings, namaste, the good in me beholds the good in thee, namaste. Namaste, namaste. And as the band continues to play, that rose is a symbol of the love that we hold for you. Seeing you beyond your experience, beyond the effects of your life, we behold the light of God. And we welcome that light into this moment with a namaste, that your presence and your spirit helps us reawaken to the light that is within each and every one of us. And that exchange of energy is the most beautiful thing on the planet, and will heal the planet. And so I invite you now to sing back to us as we sing with you in a great circle of recognition of that light of the world. Together we sing. Namaste, namaste, my heart sings, namaste. Good in thee, namaste, namaste, namaste. And a blessing from this congregation to finally put the exclamation point on the welcome. As we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light as each and every one of you. Unity North, together, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light as each and every one of you. And those from the YOU, let's put it on there. We love you, we really, really love you. Mwah. On behalf of the Board of Directors, the Unity North staff, and this entire congregation, it is a privilege to receive you into full and active membership in our spiritual community. Make some noise, Unity North. And now we have a member of our community that's going to come up and do a little singing for us, yes? I gave the title of the talk to Tempe. It's so funny because I got the title of the talk from something she had on her Facebook post. And I love working with musicians who, when you give them a title, comes back 4 days later and says, oh, by the way, I wrote a song. I wrote a song to put an exclamation point, a foundation, the walls, the roof on the house. I invite you to take your hand and put it on your heart and to say with me, I am the medicine. I am the healer. And I am the healing. Please welcome Tempe Red Hawk.
Come on now, y'all. shine like the sun even in the dark. I am the spark. I am the medicine of love that heals and lives within. It lives within. Yeah. What I believe becomes my truth. Every thought creates something new. I have the power to choose. I am the medicine, the love that heals. It lives within. It lives within. The medicine bag we wear is our beating heart. Are the medicine, the love that heals us. It lives within. Oh, we are the medicine, the love that heals us. It lives within. Oh, we are the medicine, the love that heals us. It lives within. It lives within. Woo. Yeah.
Happy Red Hot, G.D. Bailey, Unity North Band, and it's so great to have Dustin and Felton joining in on the band today. I appreciate you guys just going with the flow. You guys, you can go away. You can have a nap. You come back in about 3 hours. I'll be done with the talk. No, don't go too far, because it's got maybe a short one today. You know, famous last words. It could be a short one today. Kick off your shoes, loosen your tie if you got one on. It's an important one. We are the medicine. There's a whole bunch of people around the world today saying, why doesn't God send somebody? Why doesn't God do something? Why don't they do something? Why don't they change? Why don't they shift? Have you noticed that? It's everywhere. It's rampant in the world. Yet we have just claimed that we are the medicine. We are the change that we want to see. We say that all the time. But the reality is, with the world that we see today, it's time to quit pointing the fingers out here and start pointing the fingers inside here and go, I will be the medicine. I will be the hero. Yes? Now, please forgive me what I'm about to say here and do, because first service, there was just some real groaners here. Some real groaners, but just be nice and be gentle. But you all remember the phrase, when life gives you lemons. Come on, like you mean it. When life gives you lemons. Good. I'm going to have some alternatives to that, or maybe just a few addendums to them. Don't groan too loudly. When life gives you lemons, plant the seeds, grow yourself an orchard, and sell it to Sunkist. I don't need fake laughter either, though. When life gives you lemons, sell them and go buy a pineapple. When life gives you lemons, call them yellow oranges and sell them for double the price. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade, then try to find somebody whose life has given them vodka and throw a party. I knew that one would get you. When life gives you lemons, keep them, because, hey, free lemons. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade and sell it to all those who get thirsty from all the complaining. Nobody here, of course, right? When life gives you lemons, do a lemon water detox. Make a lemon yogurt peel and create a lemon scrub, and then shine, baby, shine. And then the one that really got a groan first service, when life gives you melons, you may be dyslexic. You guys are way more kind than the first service. Today, the talk is based on a quote that I saw on Tempe's Facebook page, and it's on our marquee right now, and it impacted many people who called and said, I like that, as much as it impacted me. You will inspire some, and you will trigger others. Together, both are medicine. I asked Tempe if that was a quote from her, and she didn't know. Then I saw it all over Facebook in about 20 more places, and I said, this is what the world needs right now. We're triggered. We are triggered. We are inspired. We know that there's a need for change, yes? We want something different. Both those experiences, the triggering and the awareness and the joy and the celebration, that's all medicine if we can embrace it and bring it in, yes? The statement clearly indicates that all the power of the universe does not, never has and never will lie in circumstances. You believe that? The power of the universe does not lie in the circumstances, but only in my ability to use those circumstances for healing, to use them for growth, to use them for learning. So let me carry it a little bit further, and I invite you to bring every part of these statements into the environment if you're experiencing them. You will succeed at times, and you will also fail at times. Both are medicine. You will be happy and you will be frustrated. Both are medicine. You will encounter open hearts and a lot of closed minds. Together, both are medicine. Don't be reluctant about it. It's the truth. You will experience great joy and you will experience great difficulty. Together, both are medicine. You will know love and you will know peace. You will know grief and you will know loss. All of it is medicine. You will meet people that totally vibe with your energy and others that wish that you'd never crossed their path. Guess what? Say it together. Both are medicine. You will have ideas that will absolutely change the face of the planet forever. And you have ideas that will cause the world to look the other way and ignore you. Use it. Use it as information. Use it as medicine. You see, everything in this life is medicine. Everything is just an energy, right? There's one power, one presence, one good, one light that is in, through, around, and expressed as all creation. That means we can't say this is a medicine I will swallow and this is a medicine I won't swallow. It has something to inform us about. It has something to awaken within us, yes? And it's not there by accident if we're experiencing it. The doctor has ordered it up. But let's make it more personal. If it's in our experience, at some level, we have ordered it up. The great physician that is the light within us has ordered it up and magnetized to us an experience for healing. Yes, he's starting to meddle a little bit. By right of our consciousness, by right of our thinking, our perspective, our focus, and our willingness to use what is for what can be. To use what is for what can be. And so many of us are deflecting and defending and pushing it away and pretending it's not happening or wishing it was not there. The wishing it was not there is not making the things that don't work go away. Have you noticed that? Crawl into my bed into the fetal position and say, why can't the world be different? Why can't the world be different? Because I'm not different. I need to be different, and then the world will be different. The medicine is there to heal something first within me. Alan Cohen said this at one point. It's not the insult that bothers me. It's the part of myself that agrees with the insult that's having the problem with it. It's not the world that's bothering me. It's the part of myself that realizes that maybe I have contributed to the world that I see. And I got to do some cleanup work. I got to empty out the inside of my head because there's something in there that is perpetuating that which I don't want. It's a toxic environment. And that means personal responsibility. I love that I belong to a community where we can take personal responsibility and not blame a devil or blame God or blame 1,000 different people for the problems of the world, but we own it as our own. Yes? The lemons have been handed to us. Sometimes it comes in the form of lemonade. Sometimes it comes in the form of a lemon, and we don't know what to do with it. That unites us. We all have that experience. Do you know that? Stuff shows up in your field, and you go, where'd this come from? We all have that same experience. Stuff that is painful, stuff that is difficult, stuff that causes you to pause and think and to question your faith. We all have that. You see, the oneness is not just a spiritual good feel reality. It's sometimes we're sharing a human experience. And when we come together as human beings, together as people with personalities, and we have these things, we can heal them. And then the one person becomes part of a collective that can heal the planet. One thought, one idea, one service, one song, one moment, one loving gesture at a time. Yes? So what do I mean by medicine? Here's my definition. It's any agent for healing. Any agent for healing and any agent for the prevention of disease. Dis-ease. Have you felt a little uneasy lately with the world? And guess what, folks? It's not going to get any different. We're heading into a political climate that we experienced 4 years ago and 8 years ago, and dis-ease was running rampant in the country, and it ran rampant in this community because we could not see eye to eye. Because our job is not to see eye to eye, our job is to see heart to heart. And to receive the medicine of what somebody just said and go, okay, I need to process the Christ of me. I need to get to a deeper place. I need to go to a higher vibration. And I need to meet love. Even if it's not showing up in the field, I will find the love. Yes? It's a means by which we remove that which does not belong so that which is authentic and real and true, and we know this, can be empowered. Medicine awakens the power within us. And it gets rid of that which does not belong in my body, in my relationships, in my life, in my world. So let me ask you a question. And this is not a rhetorical. I want you to really answer it. Is your spiritual path translational, transactional, or transformational? What is it? Which one do you think it is? Oh, you're fair. You answered. You were here first service. And the reality is, at any given moment, my spiritual path could be at any one of these places. And in a New Thought church, oh, let me tell you, it is very much a transactional thing that we talk about. But let me explain what I talk about, because I believe making that journey to a transformational spirituality is what's necessary on the planet today. Translational spirituality is all about changing circumstances. I will be happy when, I will be fulfilled when, I will be peaceful and loving when you are peaceful and loving. How's that working for us? Not so well. I will be attached to an external reality, and when I am, I limit the healing power of most situations in my life from ever being medicine because I have contextualized situations out here and people out here as annoyance, as disturbance, as inconvenience, or worse yet, I've contextualized out here as my enemy. So it feels good, this kind of translational, I'm manifesting things, and I'm happy when this is showing up this way, and then when it doesn't, I'm in suffering. So I'm in and out of heaven and hell 25 times in one day. The situation feels good to me, so I'm happy. Oh, they said something I don't like, now I'm in hell. I'm suffering. We've given all the power out here. There's an old Charlie Thweet song that I love, take your power back that you've been given, get it back like you had it before. Say it with me, take your power back that you've been given, get it back and you'll have even more. I want us to have more of our power, but we've given it away. We're shoveling it out the back door of our human experience. And I'm saying get the shovel back and start putting it back in the camp where all the power resides, and that is within your heart. The kingdom of heaven was given to you in your hands, in your mind, and in your heart, and you've given it all away because they didn't show up the right way. They didn't vote the right way. They said something rude and mean. Here's all my power. Out the back door and out the front door. This is what a translational spirituality does, and it's not working, and it does not work. We will be suffering. Anybody notice that life doesn't always show up the way you think it's supposed to? Am I the only one? I don't think so. It keeps the medicine. A translational spirituality will keep the medicine of the situations that are uncomfortable from ever getting in and healing what needs to be healed. It's not an accident. We're not experiencing what we're experiencing by accident, but a divine appointment. What would it be if everything that showed up in your life and every person you looked at as a divine appointment? Oh, goody, here's another opportunity. They say AFGs. I won't say what the words are. Another growth experience. It is another wonderful growth opportunity. I'm about to become more of myself. Jesus, when told, don't walk into Jerusalem, don't go there, there's going to be trouble. What did he do as our example? Let's go. Let's get busy about growth. Let's get about the business of growing and becoming and stretching. Let me bring the lemons on. I'm going to make some lemonade. And the world forever was changed as a result of lemonade that one man made. One man or one woman in this place right now can create a heck of a lot of lemonade. But that one man or one woman has got to take some responsibility to be the Christ, to be the light, to be the change. Jesus said, love your enemies. If you've made an enemy of any person, of any circumstance or any condition, no matter how dark or difficult it is, you've made an enemy. Love your enemies. You have no enemies, but you have growth opportunities. Let's go forward. A transactional spirituality. This is what I call the vending machine God. Vending machine God. I put in a prayer, I get a manifestation out. I did my meditation, I put it in, and I get it out. And there's a whole bunch of people suffering, said, wait a minute, I did the meditation, nothing changed out here. Nothing shifted. And we start to bang the vending machine. And you shake it a little bit. I want a different experience. Or maybe I'll put in another prayer. Now I'm really mad because I put in 2 prayers, and I still haven't gotten what I want out of the vending machine God. A whole bunch of people are living their life like that today. And let me tell you, that is suffering I know firsthand because I've done it. Why isn't anything changing on the outside? Again, it's an externally motivated reality. You need to change so I can find heaven. You need to speak differently. You need to act differently so that I can be content. Let me give you some more power. Here's some more power for you. I've given away all my power. Take your power back that you've been given. Get it back like you had it before. They serve these people who are in a vending machine experience of transactional spirituality. I only give to get. These are the people that don't understand. I put money in the offering plate, and I didn't get anything because you only gave to get. And a lot of New Thought people are doing this. Oh, I'm in the manifestation game. If you're giving only to get, how selfish are you? We belong to a collective whole. I am giving for the sake of being medicine. I only say kind words because I'm going to get something in return. I know people, I've run into those people. They're really sweet and nice to you because they want to manipulate you. And I'll be honest, with full disclosure, I'm really good with words. And I know I can use words to get what I want. Oh, the first step to healing is admitting you have a problem. But there are people that are in a transactional type of spirituality. They only give to get something. And then when they give and they don't get it, they're beating their heads and their hands against the vending machine. Why isn't it working? How's that working for you? Anybody ever get sore hands? It's not working so well. Nothing gets healed. These people listen only so that they can speak. I'll listen for a second so now I can talk. These people don't heal anything. This kind of spirituality does not heal anything. In fact, it gets worse with a transactional perspective because the vending machine life gets very dented and you end up hurting your own life. And then you wonder why it got worse when you put the prayer in. I put the meditation in and it got worse. Get to the root. My grandmother taught me as a child, and all the gardeners in the room will appreciate that. Richard, you can't just pull up the green on the top of the earth. You have to get to the root. Get down and get that root. And a transactional spirituality never gets to the root. There's good medicine there, but I'm not going to dig it up because I don't want to deal with it. It's not my responsibility, it's somebody else's, yes? Transformational spirituality, that's what we teach here. It's what we're about here. It's what I am calling from each and every one of us, and I'm calling from myself. It's not about changing circumstances. It's not about changing people or changing events or using what is to my favor, but about transforming myself. Transforming my attitude, taking a good hard look at what needs to be healed within me, that this is the whale that washed up on my beach. This is the lemon tree that popped up in my backyard. What am I going to do with it? Not resist, not push away, not deflect, but go, divine appointment. The possibility of healing when I receive the medicine of that kind of consciousness is profound. Yes? Using the medicine of what is as the means of healing what needs to be healed within me. One of the words that New Thought, I can drive people out of here that visit for the first time. That's why I really honor the people who are sitting here joining, is the word responsibility. My spiritual path is my responsibility. My relationship with God is my responsibility, not yours, not the ministers, not God, not devil, not anybody else, not the circumstances. It's God and I are one. Jesus knew this. He taught this. The Father and I are one. We are called to follow his example, and to, when all hell is breaking loose and it feels like a crucifixion, to know the truth. The Father and I, the Mother and I, the infinite Spirit of light and life and I are one. And here's the exciting part. When I can do that, when I can receive that medicine, things eventually do change on the outside because I'm vibrating at a different place. I've taken full responsibility to being the change. And then everywhere I go, that vibration is elevating. It's elevating the vibration of everybody around me. You know, I used to work for a church, and the church was all about global ministry. Oh, we're going to go across the ocean to that place and to that place. And I had trouble getting my head around it. And what I realized is that the way I do global ministry, and it's my mantra, is to shine my light so brightly where I am that those in front of me cannot help but know that that light exists within them. That's global ministry, because then they're going to go out and do the same thing. And one more affects one. And then one more affects another. And then suddenly there's more light on the planet. But that's only going to come with the responsibility of saying, I've got lemons. There's a divine appointment here. Let's make some lemonade. And I've seen this kind of energy in my life. And it was really hard to say, let me be the one that loves. And it will feel like that, and you will feel like a victim. There are no victims here unless you allow yourself to give more power away. Bad things happen. We've all had that. That connects us. On the earthly journey, you've had things that you would not wish on your worst enemies happen. I'm not denying that. But I know people who have been victimized at an earthly level who have allowed themselves to be re-victimized 400 times spiritually because they kept giving their power to what happened 20 years ago or what somebody just said in front of them right now. Take your power back that you've been given. Get it back like you had it before. Transformation must precede transactional, translational shifts in the world. Before the vending machine's ever going to spit out what you want, you need to be who you want. You need to be that person, that vibration, that truth, that healing. Charles Fillmore said it beautifully. He's the co-founder of Unity with his wife Myrtle. Let's read it together. It is the law of spirit that we must be that which we would draw to us. If we would draw to us love, we must be love. Be loving and kind. If we would have peace and harmony in our environment, we must establish it within ourselves. Richard Croker's here today, and he has a phrase he uses, namaste anyway. Namaste anyway. Not namaste as we sang it, means the good in me beholds the good in thee. And you're showing up in not such a good way. Namaste anyway. I love you anyway. I'm going to be kindness anyway. That's a hard route. It's really hard. There's nothing, it's much easier to have a translational spirituality and throw people away, throw circumstances away, and to never get the medicine that is there where this can become this. We need to be the cause of this, plain and simple, and quit putting that responsibility on somebody else. Why doesn't God send somebody? God did send somebody. God sent you. God showed up on earth in your skin, in your life, with your power, and you gave all of it away. That's the biggest disservice of God. That's the dishonoring of God, is to give the power away that you've been given to somebody else. How many remember the old song, Mary Poppins? All the people who love Mary Poppins. Not one of my favorite Disney shows. Just a spoonful makes the go down the medicine. So I'm going to give you a little bit of sugar. Here's the sugar we have in New Thought that feels really good. You have all the power to change your life forever in a positive way. You have been given the materials, the thought, the laboratory, the ability to forever make your life heaven on earth. Doesn't that feel good? You are a beautiful child of God, created in the image and after the likeness of goodness, of holiness and sacredness. Don't we love that sugar in New Thought? Give me some more sugar, give me some more sugar, and then the medicine comes. It's important that we have that recognition that I love you just the way you are. I love you in all of your flaws and hope that you will love me in all of my flaws, and that love will still be there. That's good sugar, and it feels good. But if we're just a feel-good church and we don't take responsibility and occasionally call ourselves out to where, calling myself out to where I need to raise the vibration, the medicine never gets in. Everybody's a beautiful child of God, just not them. Everybody's a wonderful child of God, but I'm not going to talk to them. Here's some more power, thrown out the back door. And we're all about sugar. We're not really about sugar because that sugar gets spoiled and toxic pretty darn quick. So here's the medicine. The circumstances of your life have something to teach you. And until you embrace their medicine head on with love, the healing they bring will never change anything, inside or out. Shake the vending machine. Nothing's changing. Nothing's changing. Let me embrace what is so that what can be will emerge. We've all heard it. The truth will set you free. That's the sugar. But first, it's going to tick you off. My job is to tick you off a little. My job is to tick off the little spoiled 5-year-old brat in me that needs to go, hey, you know, I love you the way you are, but there might be some things you need to do to come into congruity with spiritual truth. Yes? Working with what is to create what will be is the medicine that can turn pain into purpose. That's not just a theory. I've lived it. I have family members that have lived it and demonstrated it. My grandpa Burdick grew up in abject poverty. Nothing. Some days they didn't eat. And he could have been a victim. I've known people that grew up poor and stayed poor. My grandpa, Father Burdick, had nothing, not a dime to his name, but he watched and he looked and he listened to the mistakes of his parents, the sins of the father, as they say biblically. And he made a vow and a pledge to be in the midst of that, but not be defined by it, to be in the world, but not of the world. My grandfather Burdick put himself through Harvard Business School. He had to work 4 jobs to do it. Sometimes the spiritual path is hard work. Sometimes success is hard work. But what is it they say? Opportunity is missed by most people because it comes in wearing overalls and looks like hard work. Enlightenment is going to be missed by most people on the planet because it comes in wearing overalls and gloves and say, let's get busy. He ended up with a degree in business from Stanford without a scholarship, without any support from his parents, without any other income except that which he did in 4 different jobs. I want to channel my grandfather. And my other grandfather, Grandpa Buck, who also had nothing and had everything he had, invested it in 40 acres in the middle of nowhere, California. And he planted one walnut tree after another. He got a little bit of money, he planted a walnut tree. Pretty soon there were 40 acres of walnuts. 40 acres of walnuts. They were black walnuts that got disease-ridden. And his dream was dying. Other farmers within 10 miles shut down business and quit. My grandpa Buck said, there's a pony here somewhere. And he started sometime around 1935, I suppose, and English walnuts were a crop that were bringing in a lot of money. and they were very hardy and disease resistant. And so he got little grafts when he could afford it, and he began painstakingly grafting English walnuts onto the black walnut trees, one by one by one. Now, I wasn't around when he started, but let me tell you how long. How long does it take? How long does enlightenment take? How long does it come to heal, to grow? Somewhere in about 1968, my grandfather taught me how to graft English walnut trees onto black walnut trees. And by the time he died, he had an orchard of English walnut trees that were disease resistant. 30, 35, 40 years. What kind of time limit have you put on your enlightenment? What kind of time limit have you put on your forgiveness? What kind of time limit have you put on your becoming? I'm tired of these lemons. No, I'm going to grind some more. I'm going to graft another tree. I cherish the moment that I first heard the story. My grandpa Burdick didn't talk about Harvard Business School. I had to hear about it after he passed. I had newfound respect for him. I was lucky to sit at the foot of a walnut tree with my grandpa Buck and learn how to graft a tree and to do it as long as it takes. My life has been one grafting within me after another. One new thought after another. A diseased thought needs to be released. Why is this diseased thought here? Let me embrace the situation that brought it to my attention, and let me put a new graft in mind so that I can become a new tree and a bit dis-ease resistance. And I'm not what I'm going to be, but I'm better than I used to be. And I'm getting better all the time. Let me be clear on one thing. Not everything happens for a reason. Not everything happens for a reason. Sometimes bad stuff just happens. But ours is to bring reason to what is happening. Ours is to bring light and love and reason and purpose. We are meaning-making machines. What are you making this situation mean? Life sucks. Or here's an opportunity. What does that require? I'm going to invite the band to come back up. What does it require of us? I want to hear it. What does it require of you to be in the fire, to be refined? Responsibility. What else? Perseverance. Courage. Persistence. Love. That's the answer I'm looking for. Compassion and passion. All of the above, and all of the above exists within you. The kingdom of heaven was placed in your hands and your heart. All these ideas and 1,000 more exist within you. Ours is to call them forth, allowing, accepting, integrating, processing painful life experiences with strong emotion. It takes work. It takes time. It takes perseverance. It takes determination. It takes will, and it takes a whole lot of effort. And most people are happier with the suffering that comes from either waiting on the world to change or continually beating against the side of the vending machine. You know, I used to love that John Mayer song, waiting on the world to change. I used to think it was great. And a whole bunch of us are waiting for the world to change. Why doesn't God send somebody? I don't want to sing that song anymore. I don't want to wait anymore. I want to take full and complete responsibility and embrace whatever is before me and live it and breathe it. And the people who are hitting the vending machine, the people who are all about changing the circumstances on the outside, they're not going to get you. They're going to call you crazy. You can't make a difference. You're nuts. My favorite quote of all time from Nietzsche, one of my go-tos for wisdom, said this: "And those that were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those that could not hear the music." And a little bit of music underneath would be great. My challenge today is take your power back. Listen to the music more deeply. There's a song underneath the song. There's a lemonade underneath the lemon. There's a story beneath the storm. There's a God beneath the experience. There's a good beneath the condition. And ours is to have the eyes and the ears and the heart to see it. There is a medicine beneath the uncomfortableness. My basic message is take your power back. And you're going to have 10 people show up this week in your face. And you're going to have a moment to go, let me shovel my power to them, or let me stand as the Christ. Let me stand as the light. And let me be the power that transforms the person that's in front of me. I had a wonderful coffee with Willis, a member of our congregation. Is Willis here? we shared stories of our grandparents. But then we made it personal and we shared our own stories. And I'm asking you to share your story of overcoming because somebody needs that medicine. You needed that medicine. I'm looking at two people up there in the center of that picture. Can you see them? We have a widows group meeting today. Imani Davis, that smile of an angel, lost her beloved gift of a husband. And she was in deep, deep pain. And she said, I got to make some lemonade here. She didn't know, she'd never led a group before. She didn't know how to do it. And I said, you'll figure it out with God and those that love you. And Imani Davis leads that group, which is one of the most successful healing groups here at Unity North for people who are in pain. She gathered the medicine of the loss. It didn't take away the pain, but she used the pain for something beautiful, something holy, and something sacred. Whatever is in your life today can be something sacred, something beautiful. If you just don't keep hitting the vending machine, I want it to be different. Atia is not going to come back in physical form. So let me quit beating the machine. Let me quit trying to change the reality out here and go, okay, God, use me. Use me for something holy. So we're going to go into meditation right now. And I'm not sure what song it is because I don't have the order. Get ready, my soul. I got to find it. I want your soul to be so poised that no matter what lemons are thrown at you, that it becomes medicine. Say with me as you put your hand on your heart, I am the medicine. I am the healed. I am the healer. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, let those words sink into the soul of your being. You are the medicine. We are the medicine. And let's sing this song by Daniel Nahmod together. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. One more time, take the power back right here, right now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. None of us is defined by the circumstances in our lives unless we let them. Let's keep the music going and move into a time of meditation. Get ready.
As we move deeper into meditation, opening our hearts and our minds, I encourage you to sit comfortably in your chair. Breathe deeply and calmly. And if you haven't already, to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Together we reflect on the idea that all of life is medicine. medicine that heals, informs, and transforms. Bring to mind a moment in life that brings you happiness or reflects harmony or peace. Remember where you are in that moment. Who is there sharing that moment with you? If there is a fragrance in the air, inhale it and allow it to transport you through time to truly relive both the moment and the impact. Allow the joyous emotions to flow through you, even if they are transactional. Allow them to flow and live in this joy. Did you know at the moment, at that time, that this moment was medicine? That it would or will eventually heal a wound or bring peace if allowed, or prevent dis-ease? It is all medicine. Allow that truth to settle in your spirit. That joyful moment is medicine. And now for a greater challenge. Take a deep, strengthening breath and slowly release the breath, but hold on to your power as we bring to mind a not so joyful moment. It could be one of frustration or loss of some kind. It's not as pleasant to recall, I know, but allow yourself to remember what happened and trust the universe that this feeling is temporary. Notice without judgment how your posture might have changed as you recall this moment. Notice any tension that might have arisen in your body. There is no shame in discomfort. Remember to breathe a strengthening breath and inhale your power and never release it. Tell yourself what you already know. This moment is challenging. This moment is medicine. This moment is surmountable. This moment is medicine. It is a seed to a flower that may bloom beneath the surface. Shortly, we will move into the silence and allow ourselves to take this less than joyous moment and transform it, reframe it, gain a new understanding of a difficult time as a path to elevation, healing, new knowledge. And we'll do that transformative self-work in the silence. And as we return to this now moment, we take a cleansing breath together. Let us inhale together as we embrace the healing, and exhale as we release the pain. Inhale and welcome becoming. And exhale to accept the transformation as we gently open our eyes. And my friends, we move from this time of meditation into offering, and throughout the service, as we make our different shifts, we hold on to the lessons learned. We think about taking our power back, both as individuals and as a community. And we allow offering to be one such time where we think of the transformational power of this community and how us giving back helps to make this place as transformational as it can be, with all of the different ministries and the different ways that we connect with the community. And as our ushers come forward, as we start offering, we recognize that there are many different ways that we can give. We can give physically in the offering baskets as they come around in a second. We can use the app to give in there. We can give directly on the website, and definitely know that you are giving of your love and your energy by being here today. And notice our prayer box that is coming forward. If there is a prayer that you want prayed over, please know that you can put that in the prayer box at any time as you're held in loving community in this space. So let us bless our offering together in advance by saying our offering blessing together. I am so blessed. I am so prosperous, and it is my great pleasure to share of my blessings and to share of my prosperity. And in the giving, the entire world is blessed. Thank you, God.
And so we'll take that Karen Drucker song as the baskets begin to come. I just need to see a B flat chord. What key do we do it in, Will? C. Give me a C. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. One more time. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. And we're so grateful and so blessed that Tempe and Jody are back up here to take us out into the service. Well, one more song. This one's called Medicine Wheel.
I felt the sun was shining, yet my heart was a blanket of clouds. I'd fallen into the shadows. I couldn't find the sacred wheel of life. Buffalo medicine, strong and wise, cleanse my soul and open my eyes. Ha! The ancient healers knew Great Spirit holds the key to wholeness of the heart and setting illness free. The body and the light dance the sacred circle as one. When my mind found its healing, my soul was free to run. Time revealed my medicine wheel in fire, earth, water, and sky. Time revealed my medicine wheel, the sacred wheel of my life, the sacred wheel of life. Hey!
Time will reveal the medicine wheel. Time will reveal the healer, yes?
Yes.
And how long does it take? Well, if you have to graft a walnut tree from 1930 to 1968, as long as it takes, you'll do it, yes? Graft, graft, graft. Let's sing the peace song and pay really close attention to that one line that's most important today. Let it begin with me. Together we sing. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family, all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Light of God surrounds us. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Claim it. Wherever I am, God is. I am the medicine. Together. Go Go make lemonade and dive in. Have a blessed and beautiful week.